Hi everyone and welcome to my series Non-Toppers Turn Toppers, where we bring real stories of grit, growth and glory to you. I'm your host Dr. Pooja Kothari, working as MD Anesthesia Resident in Government Hospital, Mumbai. Today I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome someone very special on this show. She's not just a NEET PG 2025 qualifier, but she is a topper with incredible rank of 264 and marks of 651 in NEET PG 2025. A doctor's journey all about hard work, discipline, and consistency. It's my honor to welcome her on this show. Please welcome the star of today's episode, Dr. Ritika Rathod. Hi Ritika,
Hi, ma'am.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am absolutely good. After the massive success, we congratulate you and we are so proud of you and excited to learn about your journey. So let's dive directly into it, okay? What was your first reaction when you saw the result? And who did you tell that?
I was in shock. I was not expecting a three-digit rank. I was expecting under 1,000, but not like 264, 200. So I called my friend and I asked him to check. Like we checked it for 2, 3 times. And then I made sure ki, yeah, this is my rank. And then I went downstairs. I told my mom and dad, and then my entire family. And everyone was in like shock. They were also not expecting it.
Yeah, exactly. 264 is like massive hit, no? Your rank is 264 and you have marks of 651, right? Yes. What do you want to tell me about your journey? Like, can you start by telling us a bit about your academic journey before NEET PG preparation?
Yeah, ma'am. So during my MBBS, I used to watch Marrow videos, and I was a good student. I used to study when we had exams, but I used to score good. And I only watched Marrow during the video lectures. I never solved any MCQs or other things. Um, and then during internship I started solving GTs and solving more MCQs, but still during my internship period I was focused on completing the theory part because it is so vast. I used to watch Marrow revision videos at that time and solve a few MCQs, and then after the exam got postponed in May, then I started, like my seniors, they told me about BTR, and so then I referred to BTR. I watched BTR videos, and then I gave NEET 2024, in which I scored 14,000. But I was not satisfied with that rank, so yeah, during this time I focused more on MCQs because I knew that that was where I was lacking. I had my theory pretty much covered, like I polished it as well, but I focused more on MCQs.
Okay, this time you focused on MCQs. When was that first hit to you that this exam is tough and I need to study for it?
After the results, ma'am, after the NEET PG results last year,
Like 2024 NEET.
yeah. So I used to score around, my rank used to be 8,000 and 14,000 only, around the same rank I used to get in my GTs. But I was like, I did not have any idea ki what I will get at this rank. I was just like blindly doing something. I actually was thinking about repeating before giving the exam. So so matlab, I was not preparing for the actual exam. I gave it with like seriously, but still at the back of my mind I had this thing ki my friends are will be repeating, so I will also take a drop. So after the results, I like it was a shock at that time also. 14,000, and then during counseling I got to know कि कुछ भी ठीक का नहीं मिल रहा है अभी जो चाहिए वो. तो after the results I was like so ignorant about it. After the results I came to know कि अभी बहुत tough है. इतना I have studied for 7 to 8 hours and still I have not gotten what I wanted. So you have to just like be aware before starting your journey कि what rank you want, what branch you want, and then you have to set a target. So basically I was moving forward but I didn't have any target.
When did you first take Marrow plan? Like in which year you were?
During COVID I was in at the towards the end of second year.
Which plan? C, B, like
C, plan C.
plan C with videos, MCQs and modules, everything. everything. Then you started watching videos, like total complete videos you started watching. And you completed that
By the end of final year.
final year, you did all subjects. Till final year, you did all
Not
subjects.
all subjects, not medicine, and like second, third and fourth year I did, except for medicine. For medicine, I had a different class at that time, Quest. So I was watching that, and for first and second year, I didn't watch all the videos. I just did rapid revision, and the things I read from books during my first and second year.
And in internship, how did you approach?
I read my rapid revision notes from Marrow. I used to give
Only
GT.
rapid revision.
Yeah, only rapid
During,
revision. Yes, during internship, only rapid revision.
For the first attempt, you're saying, no? 2024.
For the first attempt, yes.
And when did you give your first GT?
At the beginning of my internship.
Acha, ekdam start of the internship,
Haan.
you gave your first GT.
Yes.
And what was the score back then?
108, correct.
108.
Yes.
2024 NEET and 2025 NEET.
Yeah.
Both had different phases, right? So, like, what was the trauma behind 2024 NEET to you?
2024 was like easier than 2025. The preparation, because as I told you, I was not aware how much efforts you have to put in this exam. I had this thing कि ठीक है मिल जाएगा और नहीं मिला तो repeat कर लेंगे तो कुछ मतलब it was not my ऐसा final attempt, so I had a backup. So I was like ठीक है. But 2025 was like now I've taken a drop. Like everybody is expecting something. I have so much pressure I've put on myself. I was at home, like all of us are mostly. I was at home doing nothing but just like studying in front of my books for 8 hours a day. So that was very tough. Ki you have to perform under so much pressure.
Preparation strategy did you change from 2024 to 2025?
So 2024 was more theory and 2025 was more MCQs. So that made that was like you have to practice more MCQs, more test series, more GTs, and more revision. But MCQs, yeah.
Did you face any setback or failures during this period? And how did you overcome?
So for INI May this year, 2025, I was expecting a good rank because I was scoring well in GTs, but I didn't perform very well. The exam was very tricky, so that was hard because we had NEET in 1 month, but it eventually got postponed. But after the results came out, I was like very disheartened. I was expecting a lot from that exam.
What made you go on further?
Ma'am, at that rank, I was not getting anything. So, and my friends, they also were like, now let it go and like move on. It's just 1 month. So, they helped a lot.
See, as we are coming from private college and now you have set a good benchmark that you're coming into government.
Yes.
So, do you feel that there is a disadvantage or there is a setback with your fellow peers that coming from private college, it's a bit difficult to crack this exam? Do you feel that way? Or ever you felt that self-doubt yourself that this is difficult and how will I get there and how will I achieve a good rank?
Yeah, it was difficult. So we don't talk much. We used to not talk much about cracking this exam when we were in MBBS. We were in college, in our college. If you were the one who used to go to the library, then people around you would be like, why are you going to the library for? Like, you're just showing off. And that if you used to score like even good in exams, and people used to be like कि क्या कर लिया एग्जाम्स में, क्या कर लिया यूनिवर्सिटी में इतना लाके भी. तो वैसा the environment was like that. But we have a couple of seniors from our college who did get into very good government colleges.
Walk us through your day during preparation period, like from morning to night. What was your schedule? Bit overview of it.
During my drop year, ma'am, I used to wake up around 8:30, then start studying by 10, study till 1 or 2 p.m, then have my lunch, go to the gym, come back 5 or 6 o'clock around. I used to start studying again till lunchtime, which was 8:30. देन आई यूज टू स्टार्ट एट 10 एंड फिर थोड़ा ये होता था सिलेबस कंप्लीट नहीं हो रहा है तो थोड़ा ऐसा फक होता था. फिर 2-3 बजे तक करती थी पढ़ाई. तो देन like 7 to 8 hours I used to study in the beginning regularly, and till the month of Jan-Feb 7 to 8 hours, and after that I increased my time, and 1 month before exams 12 hours a day. I used to start at 10, and then 1 o'clock in the night I used to be
Number
done.
of hours, if you count, of studying with breaks and everything, it would be like around how much? 12 hours a day?
No, 7 to 8 hours. In the last 1 to 2 months, it used to be around
than
12
that.
hours. Yeah,
Okay. 8 hours a day. And your sleep,
Nice.
mandatory sleep,
7 hours.
7 hours. Okay. So, which was one resource that you completely swear by? Like, you can say that this resource has helped you a lot.
BTR by Cerebellum, yes.
Dr. Zainab Voda.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
nice.
So,
Okay. So, for all subjects, you use BTR or like different platforms you have used?
no, for the for the final revision in this year, drop year, I was referring to BTR.
Any secret technique would you like to suggest to the viewers or to our aspirants that you can go by this and maybe you can achieve a great result according to it?
So, while remembering any topic, try to make a story out of it. Try to remember mnemonics, cross mnemonics, something that will help you on the day of exam. Because at this point, you will think that I will just like remember until the last day, but you won't, and you can't revise everything in the last month. And they can ask you anything from any corner of your book, and in the exam, you feel like यहाँ पे था but I can't remember exactly. So just like have your own tricks, mnemonics. So when you come across that question after many months, you still remember that trick.
This syllabus is very vast and it is very difficult to concise medicine and do it entirely. Did you finish all the major subjects thoroughly?
No, ma'am. For PSM, OBGY, and surgery, I finished it from like my rapid revision notes. But for medicine, I never really understood medicine, like how to study medicine. So I only did for medicine. I did BTR integrated systems.
If anybody want to prepare in last 3 months, like had only last 3 months to prepare, so what would you say that you should at least follow this much to achieve a decent score?
So if you have read from somewhere already, like some rapid revision notes or BTR, then you should like revise it at least like 2 times. Like, go through it at least 2 times. Yeah.
Okay.
In the last 3 months, and keep the last 10 days for the final, like whatever 20th notebook you have prepared, and reviewing your bookmark questions or any week subject topics you have. So just go.
Did you yourself have 20th notebook?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I have actually 3 of those in my entire 2-year preparation. For the final this exam, I actually read my 20th notebook. Before that, I like never got the time to read my 20th notebook. But this time I had time. I had time because I knew कि end में you like what happens, what is the state of your mind. So this experience, it just like teaches you a lot. You have to go through it.
Toughest subject was in
Med.
all 19 subjects. Your
Med.
toughest subject.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Yes.
And for that you referred BTR Cerebellum. You
Yes.
said already. Suppose anybody is struggling, like feeling low during preparation, has done a lot, and like they are not getting a good score in GPs and not improving up to the mark, or they are stuck in their preparation somewhere. So, how to prepare? Like how to go on with it forward? Or do GT marks really matter that much that they should revive that marks first, or they should go on further with the preparation?
You should keep moving on, because a bad GT score, it will not like be your actual exam score. Those 3 hours, they matter a lot. What is your mind? 3.5 hours. what is your mindset. So you have to prepare for those 3.5 hours. GT score, it doesn't matter. All my exams I have scored more than my actual GT score. So it does matter. You have to give your GTs very seriously. But as everybody says, don't take it to your heart. Just keep on giving GTs and revising more.
How many total GTs have you done?
Give like every 10 days, and towards the end every 1 GT a week.
Okay, like 1 GT each week you use. Top 3 piece of advice that you would like to give for upcoming NEET PG aspirants.
First is that you should have a timetable for everything for the next 1 year, so that you realize that you have very little time to revise this 19 subjects. So first is timetable, and keep a track of how many hours you are studying in a day. Second is you have to give your GTs seriously. Even if the score doesn't matter, you have to get in the habit of sitting for 3.5 hours and concentrating for those 3.5 hours. So GTs is second. And third is you have a good group of friends around you who are studying seriously for this exam, so that you are motivated. And if you are feeling low, they are there to help you, even your family. But friends who are going through the same thing, they will lift up your mood when you are not doing well on that day, and discuss with your friends a certain topic. So you know how much you know about that topic, and you can know your weak topic.
What is your one-line mantra that you have always followed by?
One line mantra. I realize I'm like a very anxious person, and I think that I work better under stressful conditions. But this time, I stayed calm before exam. Even I thought that maybe if I stress a little, I will perform well. But I still decided to keep my calm, and I think that really helped. So you have to stay calm and focused throughout this journey, so that it reflects in the last 3.5 hours as well.
Absolutely well said. That calmness before exam is all that matters, and that 3
Yes.
hours really matters, because that will decide your future.
Yes.
Isn't it? Thank you so much, Ritika, for having your honest and motivating story. Your journey proves that success doesn't require perfection; it requires persistence. We have a quick tricky round here. Rankers rapid fire. So you just have to say things in one word. Okay.
Okay.
I'll ask you questions, and you have to just say everything in one word. One word answers. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay. Easiest subject.
For ophthalm, maybe ophthalm.
Ophthalmology. Okay.
Yes.
Most difficult.
Medicine.
One resource that you swear by.
BTR. Cerebellum.
Favorite teacher.
Zainab Bora ma'am.
Okay. Tip of your energy drink person.
T.
Tea person.
Yes.
MCQs or notes.
MCQs.
Always.
Always.
Yeah. Morning waker or night owl?
Night owl.
Night owl. Entire night owl. All night owl.
Yes.
One mistake that you would never repeat.
In this preparation journey.
Yeah.
Reading only notes and not doing enough MCQs.
How much hours of sleep?
7 hours at least.
Okay. And one word that defines your journey.
Persistence, ma'am, as you said.
Right. Absolutely right. This was fun playing with you, and with your entire motivating story. We hope that this story reaches a lot of people and ignites spark in many future doctors that are out here, and keep chasing your dream. That we would like to tell everybody that they should also chase their dreams. No matter one failure, but subsequently you will get the results, and they will really provide you a lot of success. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time, Ritika, and we hope you to see on this side of the story.
Yes.
As well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. See ya. Bye.
To all the viewers, please remember, every topper was a beginner who didn't quit. This is Dr. Pooja Kothari signing off from today's episode, Non-Toppers, 10 Toppers. See you in the next episode with more inspiring stories. Till then, keep studying, keep learning, and keep chasing your dreams because your story could be the next.